really quick experiment because it's about 11 o'clock at night, but this was on my mind and I was trying to figure out what direction of rotation would happen to each strand in a centre pull ball of yarn if you are plying from it. So I've got a piece of ribbon. Yes, ribbon is flat. A round yarn is going to behave slightly differently, but essentially the same sort of rotation is happening. So if I pull from either end of my centre pull ball of ribbon, you can see there's extra twist being added to it, but there's something even more interesting that happens in a moment. So I've kept hold of this end as though this is the end of the yarn where it's going to end up just folded back on itself. From this end, I'm going to put some counterclockwise twist in because that's what most people would be doing if they're plying their yarn. And after a few twists, we've got this. So one strand or one half of the ribbon is completely untwisted. The other half of the ribbon has about 10 twists along its length. So that's why I'm saying that it does change the structure of the yarn if you're plying from a centre pull ball instead of plying off the side of two bobbins. After my last video about why you might want to think about the consequences if you are plying from both ends of a centre pull ball, inquiring minds, my own included, wanted to know whether the same thing happens from an Andean plying bracelet. Now my hypothesis was it kind of does, but not in anywhere near the same degree, because what makes a big difference with the plying ball is the fact that you're taking one bit of yarn from the middle, which is a very small circumference, and one from the outside, which is a much larger circumference. When you're winding an Andean plying bracelet, the inner and outer sections are a lot closer together. So that's my hypothesis. Let's have a little look and see what happens. So if I slip this off onto my wrist, and I'm going to pull with the two ends together. This ribbon has one side printed, one side not printed, which is quite helpful in this case because we can see more easily how much twist goes in there. So if I do this, I'm going to try and grab this end just to make sure that no extra twist disappears, but you can see there's maybe one or two extra twists, but nowhere near as much as there was with the centre pull ball. And also most of the time you're not doing an entire skein from an Andean plying bracelet, you're just using it to finish up the last little bits of yarn that are left over. I hope that answers the question.